Today I took one trade, one green trade. It was a pretty decent trade. I kind of got lucky on use, but it was a decent trade before that too, I think. So not bad. Um, Going into today, the pivots were mostly unchanged. It was slightly overlapping higher on TPO. Inside relationship on CPR, and then slightly overlapping higher on cams. But mostly it was kind of muted, still in an uptrend. And it was opening inside value and H3L3. So I was saying today I should be more careful of kind of choppy conditions, range bound conditions. I don't want to play anything too. I don't want to look for too much of a trend today. Just want to play long at value area low and short at value area high. So that was pretty much my main plan for today. If it comes down here, long, and if it goes up here or over here, long, short. So the market opens up and it starts coming down into 75.25, which is my value area low and also L3 level. So I'm waiting for that level. It's pretty slow, not moving like crazy, but it does come into about 25 here and starts kind of wicking. So it's forming some hammer candles here on the 1 minute, a high volume hammer, and then it's just a lot of wicking over here. So kind of watching to see if there's anything interesting. There's sort of a B shape that forms here. 2 minute delta divergence starts forming here. And then I was saying that if it forms a CVD hidden divergence, it'd be more interesting. Also, context-wise, this low was RSI was over here at 45, but this was a higher low, but RSI was at 36, so it was a hidden RSI divergence. So that context I really liked. This one also finishes forming a 2 minute delta divergence, kind of breaks the lows here, but still comes back up, forming a delta divergence on the 2 minute again. And also on the 20 range candle, it is currently forming a delta divergence. So I liked that. 1 minute delta divergence also, and breaking the lows on delta, but not wicking below the lows on price here. So I'm kind of liking all these confirmations that are starting to form. I say that if this finishes as 2 minute delta divergence, I would want to enter. Now the real question was, should I enter right now, or should I enter or wait for a rally and then take a retest up? So I thought this was good enough to just take it at the bottom because of the CVD hidden divergence. Maybe in hindsight, maybe I should have waited for a retest, but at this point I thought I had very good confirmations, and technically, yes, we were in a downtrend here from pre-market. Maybe I should have waited for a rally and then a retest, but I took it just right off of here. So again, negative 500 delta, but candle's kind of green, forming a green candle there. Then another 2 minute delta divergence starts forming, and also big CVD hidden divergence here. Not breaking the lows on price, but delta is consistently breaking the lows there. And so once it forms the delta divergence on the 2 minute, I enter with one contract. It's a pretty small risk, 3 points, but I didn't want to enter with 2 because I don't know, I just wasn't sure about the conditions here. So just entered with 1. I did want to see if it would rally and then come back and retest and hold. And if it did hold, I was planning to take another contract to make a total of 2 contracts here. So 2 minute forms finishes as a 2 minute delta divergence, also on the 20 range. it forms a delta divergence here, finalizes it. Another delta divergence forms there. Again, CVD is just going down, but price is going up here. Another 1 minute delta divergence there also. So 5 minute closes, negative 436 delta, but candle closed green. So I like that. Those were positive signs. Yeah, and then it was looking pretty good until it started rejecting. And then now I'm looking for a retest to hold. If not, I'll just lose 3 points and I'm okay with that. But if it does hold in this area here, if it retests, I would enter another contract. I don't know if I should have just not entered a contract here and waited for that retest, or if, I mean, I kind of took like the hybrid approach today and entered one and then waited for a retest to enter another one, and it worked out, but I'm wondering if I should just wait for the retest all the time. So it comes back. I'm looking for, I'm enticed to just enter when it comes to my entry to get like a little bit of a better entry, but I don't want to just go in because it's at my entry, right? I want to add another contract if I see buyers supporting and buyers defending. So I'm looking for that extra confirmation to get in long, and I do find this delta divergence on the 20 range candle here, negative 290 or 200, but green candle, and then the 2 minute also starts forming a delta divergence, negative 87, negative almost 100 here, but candle was green. And then there's about 20 seconds left in the candle, so I said if this 2 minute closes as a delta divergence, I might be interested in adding another contract here. And it actually does end as a delta divergence. Yeah, negative 130, and then the last few seconds it goes up to negative 270, and it barely closes green. So as soon as it starts going up a little bit, I add another contract. So now I have a total of 2 contracts. It's pretty much the same entry, so 3 points risk, 2 contracts. I said maybe it's a bad idea, but I thought I saw it was getting absorbed, so entered another one. This one also starts forming a delta divergence here, so I like those odds here. And then a bunch of sellers come in, or a bunch of buyers come in, buying imbalances form, and yeah, that was pretty good after that. My target was right around 3R, about high of day here at 37. Actually, I had it at 38. And it does touch 37, comes back. I thought I was getting stopped out here at break even. I already hit 2R at this point. Because my risk was very small, 3R would have been about 9 points here. And but it supports and it goes back up and it breaks the highs and hits my first target at around 3R. More buying imbalances come in, which I like. Now I move my stop loss to about the 30s, which is a swing low. So yeah, I have it above there, below here, around the 30s, my stop. And then my second target was a value area high. Comes up to about 2 points shy, and then starts kind of hanging around here. Once it supports here, I have to admit I get a little bit greedy here and move my target up to 44, which is a pre-market high. Because it was so close to my target, and then it started rejecting, so I thought there was more room to run. I don't know if that's the best decision, but my thought process was that if it breaks out, I'll close manually, I'll close manually if it hits, and then I'll trail my stop. That was the idea, at least. How well it would have worked out, I don't know, but I said I'll close out manually. I just wanted to take advantage of a potential kind of breakout above the highs. So it goes back up to the 40s. I'm hoping for a breakout here. And then it kind of rejects again. But then again, it supports. And then news came out that Iran made a deal with the U.S. So, I mean, at this time I don't know about the news, but hits my target at 44, and yeah, it just keeps going. If I didn't have a target, I would have got an extra, 30 points? But, yeah, either way, I guess I kind of lucked out on the 44. Could have gone either way, honestly, I think. But this, I think, was not a bad trade. It was a good entry, and then the retest, I got another entry. So, not too shabby.